Joey. Get it, girl. Get it, girl. I am energetic. I am young. I am free.
I am abundant. Energy flow easily to me and through me.
Energy.
Energy.
Namaste.
Namaste. Namaste.
Spiritual, my booty's hanging up.
I think he's shooting right now. Oh my gosh.
Sure
Ladies and gentlemen, that is spirituality right there.
Hi, I'm Adeline, and welcome to Spiritual Sunday on Style by Spirituality TV. And today we are celebrating our 5th episode. Yay!
And Adeline totally forgot that I'm sitting right next to her.
Oh yeah!
Just kidding. No, I know. Simple mistake. But anyway, my name's Reno. For those of you who don't know, I'm sure a lot of you do because you tune in every Sunday.
That's right.
And today's the 5th Sunday. What? So, anyway, now that you've introduced me, where are we going?
So today we are talking about bringing in negative past experiences that happen to be negative into the present, and what that means to, and actually Reno actually came up with a great word today.
Okay, so this is a big deal because I feel like Sigmund Freud or like somebody like Albert Einstein or something.
Something.
I came up with this term called negative association, and I googled it, and like I'm on Android, so I don't even know if maybe it was messing with me, but that word doesn't seem to really like, that term is new, negative association. So anyway, what is negative association?
Negative association is when you bring in feelings, emotions, thoughts even to your present situation. For example, for myself, I have spent many years in relationships where I have brought every negative feeling, emotion, thought into each relationship.
And we've all been there.
Exactly. I have gone into. And it wasn't until recently that I discovered that that's exactly what I was doing. And now that I have a clearer picture of what I'm doing, I am constantly trying to be aware.
Right.
And that's one thing that we'll again talk about later, and what some of the exercises me and Reno do within ourselves to try and basically deal and understand when these thoughts, these emotions, these feelings come through. It could even be just you walking down the street and a particular car reminds you of somebody, and all of a sudden all these feelings come up and you don't understand why these feelings are coming up.
That's happened. That's actually happened to me, where I've seen a car and all of a sudden it triggers one thought, and then like boom, it's like, oh my gosh, you know, this encore of like thoughts. It's crazy how powerful the mind is.
Exactly. It can be a very beautiful thing, but it can also be a very destructive thing.
Yeah. Well, and even so, like the other day, you and I were talking about this, and I had this, like this week has been an interesting week for me, I feel like, because I was talking about, for example, how I had been in situations in the past where, you know, something had occurred, and even something as simple as you, like, walking downstairs the wrong way, you know, or, like, putting a glass down a little louder than you normally would like, trigger these thoughts, like, oh no, she's mad at me, or she might be tripping or something's wrong and she's coming to, like, you know, whatever. And it's funny how, like, these little things trigger negative thoughts, you know? Exactly. They're like reminders, and all of a sudden your brain just like switches on and starts taking you to this place. And is that place real? You know? Is that place even real?
Exactly.
Or are you
just making
projecting?
Things? Exactly.
Are you just making things up?
Exactly.
And so, like, I feel like we've all been there, and I find that, you know, we came up with a few tips here, and I'm just going to break out my phone because these are really good, and I wanted to record them in my phone and read them word for word just so you guys can really get an idea of how you can really put these into action. So the first one is create self-dialogue, or check in with yourself. And Adeline had come up with this one. It's actually a really good one. And so you need to ask yourself where these thoughts are coming from. And, you know, are these thoughts serving you? And you can kind of add to that, I guess. Like,
yeah, I can actually. It's something that I'm currently working on, which is basically just checking in with myself when I start to feel certain things, and when I start to feel a certain way, and just acknowledging, okay, I'm feeling that way. And why am I feeling this way? Or when a certain thought, because I deal with negative thoughts constantly. I can't do this. Why am I doing this? Who am I to do this? Who am I to sit behind a camera and, you know, speak and talk about certain topics? Who am I to do that? You know, and those thoughts occur to me on a regular basis, even in my workplace, you know, in my personal life. And so what I've been doing for the last week is just trying to be more conscious about my triggers and about my thoughts, and where do these thoughts come from, because we are conditioned to think and feel a certain way about different situations and scenarios because of all the constant messages that come around us.
Totally.
So,
and you know what, one thing I've done, and I will admit this straight up, is I've said, like, boldly, I've told my mind to shut the fuck up. Like, I've said it, you know.
Yes.
And sometimes you need to do that.
Yeah.
And the second thing is just to be conscious of negative associations. So, you know, what past scenarios are we associating with the present situations, and what stories are we creating as a result? And are these stories real, as I said? You know, are these real stories? Is this a reality? And then finally, the third one is communicate to prevent conflict and confusion. And so what I mean by that is, if you're experiencing inner turmoil, and we all know what that feels like, you feel it here, you feel it here.
Feel it here.
Yeah. And so what you need to do is create a safe environment where you may begin to communicate your feelings from a place of authenticity. And that's key. You need to communicate those feelings from an authentic place, because if you're not communicating them authentically, that energy is out there, and you're not really solving any problems if you're not being honest with yourself and, you know, with the people that this might be affecting. So it's really important to ensure that you remain authentic. So create self-dialogue, be conscious of negative association, and communicate to prevent conflict and confusion. Those are the 3 points. So I hope you guys have learned from our lessons, and, you know, as usual, we love sharing this information with you. Now, in the comments below, we would like you to share an experience where negative association has affected you, and what you've done to deal with that, or what you might apply to these situations in order to deal with them in the present. And stay tuned, because next week we got a really cool episode for you as usual. So thanks for tuning in. Love, peace, and hair grease. Peace!
Hi.
What up?
What are you doing here?
Oh, you know, just having to hang out.
What's in your backpack?
My past. I'm just bringing it into the present.
Oh yeah, you need to get that shit out of here. I don't think so. Get out. Trying to bring his past into here. I don't think so.
Yo, hey! Adeline. Over here in the box. It's me. Your past. Open me up, girl.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay? Who will it be?
I love this episode.
Hold on. Are you ready?
Wait for it.
JR is back in our audio booth. I want, you know, JR
Drum roll.
calls for a drum roll.
Drum roll.
Cue the drum roll. All right, open your boxes. Open your boxes. 1, 2, 3.
You get a car. You get a car. You get a car. You get a car. Everybody gets a car.